Hello, my dear students. Today we are going to learn Poem 5 The Power of Music by Sukumar Ray from your 10th standard ICSE English syllabus. This poem is not about sweet music but about how powerful and disastrous music can become when it is unpleasant and controlled. Students, now let me give you a brief introduction of the poem. The Power of Music is a comic poem that describes the terrible effect of loud and horrible singing by a man named Bhisma Lochan Sharma. His singing is so unbearable that people, animals, birds, trees, and even buildings suffer because of it. The poem uses humor and imagination to show that even something good like music can become harmful if it is used without care. Students, before I begin, let me introduce you to the characters in the poem. The first character is Bhishma Lochan Sharma, a loud and careless singer whose voice causes chaos. The next character are people, suffer and panic because of his singing. The next character is animals, bird, fish, trees represent nature reacting to the noise. The next character is Billy Goat, a wise and brave animal who finally stops the singing. Students, now let me begin with the first part, introduction of the singer and his loud voice. The poem begins by introducing Bhishma Lochan Sharma, whose singing spreads everywhere during summer. His voice travels across hills and plains from Delhi to Burma. He sings with full of force as if his life depends on it without thinking about others. Let me give you an example for this. It is like someone playing loud music on speakers early in the morning, disturbing the whole neighborhood. Now let's move on to the second part of the poem, Suffering of People. People become shocked and frightened by the loud singing. Though they know Bhishma means no harm, they panic and run away. Some people fall sick and beg him to stop singing as if they feel they may die. Let me give you an example for this. When loud noise causes headaches or fear during festivals, people request others to reduce the volume. Now let's move on to the third part, that is chaos on roads and among animals. The singing creates such confusion that bullock carts overturn and horses stop moving. Animals become angry and confused. They cry, stare, and react wildly because of the unbearable noise of this person singing. Let me give you an example for this. Animals often react badly to loud crackers, running away, or behaving strangely. Now let's move on to the fourth part, that is destruction of nature. When this person sings, fish dives deep into lakes to escape the noise. Trees shake and fall, birds lose control while flying. Nature itself seems to be destroyed by the terrible singing of this person, Lochan. Let me give you an example. Strong noise pollution near forest affects birds and animals, forcing them to leave their natural homes. Now let's move on to the fifth part, buildings collapse and sky cries. The poet exaggerates further by saying that even the sky cries and big buildings falls down when this Bhishma sings. Bhishma is now beyond control and does not listen to anyone's request. Let me give you an example for this. This shows how unchecked noise can cause serious damage to surroundings and peace. Now let's move on to the sixth part of the poem, Arrival of the Billy Goats and Silence. Finally, a wise billy goat charges at Bhishma with great force. It stops the singing. The world is finally blessed with silence, which is described as a golden gift. Bhishma, stop singing now. Okay, let me give you an example for this. Sometimes a bold and sensible action is needed to stop wrongdoing and restore peace. Students, now let's see what is the conclusion. The Power of Music is a humorous poem that teaches us that music should bring joy, not suffering. Sukumar Ray cleverly uses exaggeration and comedy to show the danger of noise and lack of consideration for others. Students, the moral is very simple. Even good things become harmful when used without care, silence, and consideration, are precious gifts to the world. Thank you, students, for listening. If you like the video, give a thumbs up, share, subscribe, and do comment. See you in the next class. Until then, bye.